Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back. So today I did promise you a look using the Star Ranch palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. If you did not see my previous video, I'd unboxed the new summer mystery box, the premium one. It was very expensive and I was supposed to be getting an exclusive eyeshadow palette in here. But according to the comments you guys are leaving me under that video, it looks like it is no longer an exclusive. Look, I don't know if it's because these didn't sell well, like the mystery boxes didn't sell well or what, but the whole incentive for me to buy that freaking $75 box was to get an exclusive palette that is apparently going to be coming out in the summer anyways. I hate marketing. I really do. But anyway, today we're going to be doing a look using this eyeshadow palette. It's not an extraordinary color scheme, so it's not going to be an extraordinary look, but I figured we can see the quality of it, see if it's up to par with the rest of his palettes and stuff. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, before we get started with today's video, I do want to give a quick shout out to my brand, theopencrypt.com and theopencrypt on Instagram. I have a whole bunch of new launches I've worked really hard on. Honestly, this weekend, I did nothing but stay up to 2 a.m. every day, like making the candles, designing, like printing out the labels, cutting them out, like packaging it. It just took a long time. I restocked all my candles and yeah, everything else is in stock too right now. I think we only have one thing out of stock currently and I've been working really hard to keep everything up to date for you guys. And thank you guys for anybody who has supported it. But let's get started. We're going to start off with the swatches of this palette before we do the eye look, so let's do that. Okay guys, so here's the inside of the Star Ranch palette like we saw in the previous video. It is boring. Okay, so everybody was like, oh my god, he said there wasn't going to be a pink in there. The box was pink. This whole front thing is pink. Like, I expected like a pop of color in here or something. I get these are ranch colors and stuff. I just think the packaging was misleading for being a pink box. Pink prettiness. I just think the packaging was misleading. That's all. It didn't have to be, you know, pink everything in the inside. I just feel like it should match. You know, I hate when packaging doesn't match the inside. But first off, we have the shade Yak Farm, which is a nice like taupey shade, followed by Owl Eyes and Open Range. So we have a gold and a brown shimmer, and the top first shade was a Yak matte shade. So swatching them on my hand here, they all look pretty good. Like, they all have like that signature kind of shimmery shade, and this matte came off a little bit chunky, but it is kind of a light taupier shade. It came off a little bit darker on my hand than I kind of expected from seeing it in the pan, but you know, the first three shades are nice, so here are the first three. On the second row we have Casper Mountain, which is a blue shimmer, the darkest like brown, only darker brown matte we have in the palette. The center one here is Wyoming, and then the last shade on the second row is a green called Star Creek. So I don't know if he owns a yak farm and a creek or anything like that to like inspire these names or what, because I know Wyoming is like where he moved and stuff. But here are these shades swatched out. They look pretty good. This one's pretty deep, which I enjoy. And then the green actually has like a nice sea foamy effect, which is nice. Also, what do you do with yaks? Like, if you get a yak farm, what do you do with them? Do you collect their hair? Is that what you do with yaks? So, like, is it just a thing to have? Like, I don't know. Do you collect something from them, or is it just like for fun? I don't know. This shade name got me a little bit. This is called Old Jeff. Okay, Jeffree. It's a blue shimmer. The next one we have is the only blue matte. It is called a Grand Prismatic. And then the last one is Winter Wind, which is a deeper blue. This reminds me so much of a shade from the Blue Blood palette, and I actually really enjoy that palette as far as quality. But swatched out, oof. Oof, this one. Oh, that last shimmer is so pretty. All of them look pretty good. Honestly, because I thought this would be like an exclusive palette, like maybe the quality would not be there, make it a little on the cheaper end, since, you know, it's gonna be exclusive. You can't people like have reviewing it forever and stuff. But honestly, the quality is pretty good. Like, all these swatched out pretty well. I don't know how they perform on the eyes yet, but let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm going to do a blue to dark brown kind of moment. I just feel like it's the signature thing to do with this. Although instead of a, I don't know, there's three blue shimmers in here. I kind of want to use that green, but I'm not gonna. So I'm just going to do a blue to purple. No, blue to brown. What am I saying? I always get nervous on Jeffree videos because I get so much like hate for him and stuff, but it's fine. So I'm going to use this double-ended Sigma brush as my brush for this. This is the Grand Prismatic, only matte blue we have in the palette. I'm going to pick that up, tap off the excess, and thankfully this has a little mirror I can use. And I'm going to put this in the first half of the crease. I do have eyelid primer on already, so we know we're getting like the best pigmentation, and I'm just tucking this in here. Honestly, very nice pigmentation on this one. I think this is an eyeshadow too, so there's not like, you know, pressed pigments that are going to dye your eyes or stain your eyes in here. Basically about halfway is where I'm going to stop the blue. Very pretty bright blue shade on this, honestly. I thought it was going to be a little more pastel. It's pretty punched in. I'm not mad about it. Like, okay, I know a lot of people were like, because I said I expected a pink or something more fun in there. It's because of the packaging. Like I said, I expected the packaging to match. But this is a color scheme that I quite enjoy, personally. I don't know why there's so much blue. I could do without all the blue. Maybe like a pop or two. I would prefer like more green in here, like to match that seafoam green in here, because that's a really pretty color. So this is the blue over it. I'm going to wipe the blue off of this brush now. Ah! And we'll continue on. Okay, Mr. Anubis has joined the video today. Say hi to him in the comments. He's a sweetheart. Now that we have the blue, I want to move on to the brown. Since we only have 2 brown mattes, it's a lot of shimmers in this palette. We only have 3 shimmers out of the 9 shades. I'm going to go into Yak Farm, which is a lighter one that came off a little darker than I expected in the swatch. I'm going to put this in the second half of the crease, just so I don't have like a super flat eye look. Maybe I can add a little bit of dimension. I'm just going to put this in here. This shade isn't anything special. Like, it definitely shows up compared to like not having any up there. But it's like, meh, it's not the easiest blend in the world either, but it's not bad. I'm now going into Wyoming. I do wish it's a little bit more cool toned. I feel like we could have used a nice little contrast against like, I don't like the golds. Maybe you do a little more cool tone, but it's fine. The Wyoming shade did swatch out really well, so I'm just going to add this into the outer half of the crease. I guess we don't need 2 cool tones technically, because this one was pretty cool. Like kind of a sandy tone. I'm actually going to blend this into the blue a little bit. It might cause a little weird mush there in the center. But I don't want it to look like this stops here, that stops there. Like too obviously. Would y'all absolutely die? Like, okay, so he's a shade called Old Jeff in here, right? Would y'all absolutely die if Jeffree like got back into music and dropped a country album? I'm just gonna pass away at that point, y'all. It's just not, it's just not, this is not the route I ever expected Jeffree to take, but like I'm here for a different change for someone. I'm all for leaving everything behind and starting over. I've done it myself twice, and it's pretty refreshing, you know? You just change everything, drop everything, become a whole new, like join a whole new place. It's just nice to like get that reset. I'm cleaning off that brush now, no product on it. I'm just mushing in between. But if you guys have ever just dropped everything, everyone you know, and moved to a new place, it's so nice. Like, I've only moved states once, but once upon a time I did like have nothing, and it was an experience I'll never forget, and it changed me as a person. But next up for the shimmers, I'm going to go into Casper Mount. Well, actually, let's see. No, because I feel like Old Jeff kind of matches this blue moment better. I'm going to go into Old Jeff, which is our blue shimmer here, put it on the first half of my lid, and then I'm going to put Open Range in the other half of my lid. So let's take Old Jeff, which is just a weird name for a shade, but I'm going to take that and pop it on my finger, blur it into that crease a little bit just to match that blue in the crease. So here's how that shade looks on the lid. I don't feel like this is his best shimmer formula on this one, but it does its job. I'm going to take a different finger onto that Open Range, kind of bronzy moment. There's a reason I'm doing 2 different fingers too, instead of cleaning it off. This one I like a little bit more, just a little bit more of a bold. I'm going to go back into that finger with no extra product and just smush and smush, smush and smush. Just go back and forth between those fingers, and it really just blends itself. It really does help. And for the lower lash line, I'm going to use this little shader brush, go into Yak Farm, which was the lighter brown, kind of taupey shade. I'm just going to dust this under the lower lash line. I don't think the lower lash line needs to be super dark. So here's my eyeshadow look up close. Nothing crazy, but nothing bad. I think it's going to look cute with lashes on. I'm going to take this Stila liquid shadow in Freedom, which is like a blue. I'm going to take it on a little brush. And I like to do my little inner corner little moment for brightness. So I'm just going to tap it under the lower lash line right here. Just in the inner duct of my eye. It just opens your eyes up, makes them look bigger, and that's what I'm always trying to do. So just have a little, oh gosh, my camera focus. Little bit of blue right there. Wipe that off. And then for my waterline, I'm also going to do a blue just because I think it'd be fun. I'm going to take this cream liner from Colourpop in Big Splash, which is a little bit brighter than the shadow we have going on, but I think it's going to be fine. It's not that pigmented, but I'll make it work. And now all I have to do is add mascara, lashes, and lipstick, and then I will show you guys the finished result. For mascara, I'm using the Tarte Man-Eater in case you're curious. I never use a brush this small, but like it performed pretty well in my like testing 7 mascaras video, so I'm going to use this one. Alright guys, this is the finished look using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Star Ranch eyeshadow palette. No longer an exclusive item apparently to the summer box. So apparently if you're looking at this in the future and it's available for sale on its own, hi, I'm from the past when we thought this was never going to be released by itself. But anyways, here is my eye look up close. I think it came out really cute. Do I think it's the most revolutionary thing in the world? No, but it is a really cute palette. I do like the packaging on the front. I think the packaging on the front is adorable. I love the yak and the pink horse and like the pink everything. I think it's really pretty. But the inside is kind of like what I expected the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette to be, you know? I would prefer we took out one of the blues. Why are there 4 blue shades in here? I kind of like the green. If we replaced with maybe like a red rock kind of color, you know, I think that'd be fun. Like if you want to keep to the theme, not put any like fun weird colors in it, I think like a light pale sunsetty orange color or a red rock kind of canyony color would have been really fun in here. But overall, as it is, I do think it's a really pretty palette, and I do think the quality is there. Will I use the blues all the time? Probably not. But these other shades in here, like the seafoam and the like the bronziness and the gold shade, I probably will. I think it's really pretty. But not a necessary palette. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. The quality was there for me. Just let me know what you think of the like color scheme and stuff. Do you like it? Do you not? Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys. Have a great and safe day out there wherever you are.